glad to come here today. We are very much encouraged by the large turnout here today, and that's a good thing. And we just understand that so many of you are excited about what direction the party is headed. And we're very excited as conservatives, and that we are able to be a part of this. I want to talk to you very briefly about one of the reasons that I decided to get into this race. We have, my wife and I really started discussing this race back in February, and about the possibility of getting in this. Actually, probably a couple of years prior to that, but I really want to be honest about it. But seriously, started discussing this in February about getting in this, and we really felt strongly about putting a good conservative candidate in this race. We've helped in some other races in the past, and we've learned a great deal from that. We've helped a lot in a lot of local races in White County. We have helped in a U.S. Senate race before, and some congressional races, and we've learned so much. And what we've learned the most about is this good nature and good conservative values that people from Arkansas have in all corners of the state. One thing that we also realize, and I've often heard this statement many times throughout my life, that there's really very little difference between people. But that little difference sometimes makes a very big difference. And we want to explain to you today, or hope that you understand today, that we're not in this race because we dislike one of the other candidates. That's not it at all. We think we've got some great candidates this year. I like them all. We've gotten to know one another. We've become great friends. In fact, one lady just last week said one of the amazing things about this race is that we have 7 people in it and nobody slugged somebody yet. So we do get along very well, and we're committed to the future of the party, and to expanding the party, and to taking back some conservative seats. About that difference, we all do. Each of us, the 7 that are in this race, 7 today. There may be more coming, but you never know about that. There are 7 today at the last count. But we do feel that each of us brings something unique to this race. The thing that I bring to this race that's unique is my farming background from East Arkansas, and I'm proud of that. I'm not going to run from that, and I can assure you that if you allow me to be the party's nominee, that I will compete strongly in East Arkansas. I'm not afraid to go over there. I'm not afraid to run in that part of the state. I will compete against her in her back door if you will allow me to be your nominee, and we will compete strongly over there. We do have four little girls. I'm slightly outnumbered in home, but that's okay. Some of the other candidates have large families as well. We really feel that we are a good fit for Arkansas, a good fit for bringing younger people on board. I just turned 40 last month, so I'm getting old. We do know that is a milestone, and it was something that it gave me time to pause and reflect on why we really in this race, and whether to move on and go ahead and push forward, and we are certainly doing that each day. 3 things that I want to talk about. I call this the ABCs of electing a senator. A is accountability. Whoever your senator is, they need to be accountable. You feel that your senator now is accountable? Absolutely not. I've written her letters, as many of you have, only to get a letter back about 4 months later. It's not even about the topic that I written. So, we want to back up ourselves. Secondly, the B in the ABCs is belief. What do we believe? I had a guy tell me this the other day. He said, well, you know what the problem with this senator is? I said, well, what's that? He said, well, pretty much in line with one another all the way. Pretty much the same thing. And he said, I like all of you. So he said, I really got a problem. But we all believe in conservative principles. We all believe that we can do better, and that we will do better. And that we can. I want you to know, I'm not crazy about a big team. I'm just not. I think that we need to have some core conservative principles as a party, and that's what makes us a party. We have a church where there's so many different beliefs in a church. That's why there's so many different denominations. Same thing with the political party. We need to have a common value, a common belief system, and that's why we are who we are. So we need to be positive about our beliefs and firm on our beliefs. And C in that ABCs is commitment, and also I added courage. Commitment and courage. I'm committed to this state. My wife and I have lived here all our lives. We come from a farming family in East Arkansas. I'm proud of that. And we are committed to this state, all 4 corners of the state, not just the parts that are heavily conservative, and I know that we're going to have to carry some certain parts of the state to be able to be competitive. I understand that. But we're committed to all 75 counties of this state, and we will be active in those states if I be nominated. And courage, I want to say this. One thing, it's such good to see such a big crowd here today. Courage is coming back in style, and I'm so glad to see that. And we see that, that we know that we see a lot of people standing up. I've talked to people that said I haven't been involved in politics in 20 years. But this year, they're getting more involved. I want to say briefly one more thing. I had a fellow talk to me here a while back, and he was talking about, and I'm going to be honest with you, I'm real honest. As you know, I've not run for office before. Let's go ahead and get that out there. But I do want you to know, I had a guy tell me the other day, he came up to me, and he was very condescending. And he said, Fred, you need to understand how the game is played before you go to Washington. And I said, well, that right there is the problem. This is
Amen.
Our country is at stake, and I hope you'll find my card on the table, and if you flip it over, you'll see I've got 4 little girls, and they're a big reason that I'm in this race. For that reason, their future is being mortgaged, and there is nothing that I will stand up and I will fight this administration all the way to try to turn back the tide of this reckless spending. I want you to know, finally, I want you to know, to state to you that I believe that this is a mission. Take this seat back as a mission. You have to have the focus and concentration of a missionary. You have to know where you're going. You have to know why you're going. But more importantly, I want to state that the mission is bigger than man. This is not about me, and it never has been. I have not tried to make this race about me, and I don't want it to be about me. I want it to be about the conservative values and the desire that Arkansans have to have a conservative voice in Washington. The U.S. Senator is our voice that represents us in Washington. It's supposed to, and we need to turn that tide back and put a conservative voice for us in Washington. Again, it is not about me. I love this state. I love my family. We are committed to this state, and we are going to fight tooth and nail to try to get our country back. I want you to know I'm committed, and I love this state, and we are going to run a solid race, and we are going to take this seat back. We're going to run a positive campaign. I'm not going to trash my opponents. I don't have to. They're good men. But we're going to run a positive campaign, and I do honestly, sincerely ask for your vote. I think that you will find that we have much in common. And we can, I think you'll be proud of me as a nominee if you allow me to do that. Thank you very much.